There we go. Did I accept that? Oh yeah, I did. What is with them getting D tackles, man? We need offensive guards. Yeah, I can't wait till next Madden when they have literally all the picks on there. Wait, what did Kiss transform into? Yeah, the band. He said, what the fuck?
Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
What's up?
It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap.
I did it because I made an I think that's true. I probably should just keep the whole segment on for it. But originally I did that one is because the sound was off, and since we're talking, some of us are talking football in here, you can hear what they're saying, what they were saying as well. Here we go. Here we go, Seahawks. We're about to try out the Jets one versus Buffalo.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the
That's holding.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Oh my God. That was garbage. I mean, that interception was my fault. That was just pure ignorance. Alright, no more. Alright, I actually gotta fucking not do that again.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the
Come on, Sauce. Why didn't you pick that?
down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
I was really happy they got him. I was way confident than having Carson Wentz again because I wanted him gone after the whole season, especially after that Jacksonville. But I'm happy with him because he's still got a couple of years left in him of eliteness, and I'm very happy with him. Now we can actually get Nakeem Hines back on the field when he comes to play with us too.
Wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He'll be like a Phillip Rivers role, which I was happy with.
Now Allen.
Nice.
Lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up.
That's what I'm saying, because literally Atlanta never did anything to give him any support for when he was there. They got rid of Julio, then they basically didn't, and then Calvin Ridley and his problems. Cause I know he took off for the last year because of COVID, and then now he's suspended this year. But this man never had talent, like really much talent around him besides his early years, and then his defense was always terrible too. Oh my, dude, I'm getting held so much, man. Come on, stop.
2nd and 10.
Two plays in a row.
Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he is going to have a Jets first.
That's what I'm saying, man. They never call flags on here.
Barely, but the mark shows first down.
I will say that on that first drive, that interception was my fault, but he got held. And then that one too, right there. It's like they need to fix that in the next one also. That stuff gets so annoying.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I may not be able to pass deep downfield. I may only be able to do middle or short routes. These guys aren't getting open.
Got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense
Garrett
stayed
Wilson
in
right
sync,
there.
stayed in great
I'll have to get him
communication. And
involved.
as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but they really do. I know they said that they were going to be taking more of the animation part of it out of the game for next year to make it where, like, say, like, if you're controlling somewhere, you're trying to get somewhere and it doesn't, like, glitch or bug you. Hopefully they do that right, but I agree too, because the past, like, 8 to 7 Madden games, their mechanics aren't really, like, the hottest or more accurate as well.
And continues to have that drive to be one of the best. We'll see more of that in the future.
Oh, I like this.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Carter.
Oh, I was about to say, if you didn't get that, man.
Able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. This is Barton, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nick Barton taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jets have taken the lead.
Yeah, I have a feeling they probably will, because literally that's like the most competitive game, like competitive part of it, but I know they need to put more of their attention to literally all of the game instead of just Ultimate Team, but that's the problem with capitalism. EA will literally do that, and it's even other games too, because they made Battlefront as well, and it's like they put most of the time into the transactions instead of actual the game, and it's like, so you're just gonna upset a lot of fans if you don't give them what they want for, like, game wise, because it upsets them too.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field
Wow, you would do that.
as a last resort.
Well, what are you taking?
Put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on
Oh,
that
that's
one, do you?
okay, fine. That's fine by me. I'll take an extra player for the year.
Out to his left. And he will slide to a stop.
Oh, he can slide, but when I do,
Partner, he was going
my
through
guy
his
doesn't want to.
Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go, Sauce.
Complete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete
God
pass,
damn.
now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes
Josh Allen
downfield,
wants to
waiting
play.
for someone to
Okay,
get
bet.
open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
First down, and they're going to
Alrighty, good stuff.
It's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Allen going to give it to Moss.
Okay.
And he gets
3,
this to the 35. Good for a gain
2,
of 5.
1.
After the pick
Fire in the hole.
Here's 2nd and 5.
Where's my car?
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's what exactly. I agree too.
It's going to be another first down.
Like if they put 60% into there, because literally the best time, truthfully, the only best time to play Ultimate Team is like when the draft starts, and then literally right after it, because that's when the 99s come out, and then people when they're grinding are like spending coins on like 300,000 for like 93s. Like by the time the 99s come out, it's like they're not even like worth the price anymore. That's why it's like for Ultimate Team, like they shouldn't because people, like, that's the only time, like when they do the big tournaments too, is when the 99s come out. It's like they should just release them for that time, because
this will be
And just focus on the
9,
actual.
and they need 10
No,
yards
it's on my live stream. I'm sorry.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he completes it to the tight end Knox.
No. I mean, I was talking to him as well.
In a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was
Yeah, my
realized there.
bad
You've
for the
gotta find your
confusion.
tight end in that situation.
Dancing to his left. And he's able to
He said,
work it
"Who the hell is he talking to?"
Give him a couple on the screen.
Yeah, I should have probably said
2
that.
minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 2nd and goal.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because when you throw them, they go.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think they still make them. I believe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should put the rookies in there. They only put up like only the first round or 12.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jets offense coming up now to start their
Good
next
defense,
drive.
boys.
And they'll have 50 seconds to
Yeah, those
work
ones
with,
are
so
always
that
fun to
really
play,
could
like
be
on the
time to
beaches
try to
too.
put something together.
It makes the nice whistling, and it goes with like the wind.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man is Uzama.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle.
I don't think they were made by Nerf, but I know Nerf is like taking over like the companies like that. Truth, AFC.
Looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first
It's gonna be the AFC West. That one's so hard to do. It's definitely gonna be the most competitive division. If I were right now, I think it's either gonna be LA or Denver right now because both of them have the most balanced rosters on there. But that one's gonna be hard. It's gonna all probably go down to like the division games too. But if I were to say, it's either gonna be Chargers or the Broncos winning that division. You gonna buy one, Rob?
seconds. All
So you're gonna buy one of those balls, like one of the whistle ones.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Oh, really?
And the half. We'll begin with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
I think that actually, I think you're right about that. I think I heard about him actually making footballs. At least I did about it, but yeah, he's. Damn. So that thing zips.
They go right back to Singletary, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. Good move by Duke.
Oh my God, dude, tackle him.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before
Oh.
it's all said and done. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
Yeah, Nerf's like the biggest company for like those. They buy like everything now. Oh my God, throw the ball away.
Still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, "Hey, we're going to take the ball away from you," no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run with Bond. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will have them to disrupt the play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Carter, a first down and more. They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 41 yards for Michael Carter. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Wait, what song is it?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson able to get him for a loss of about 3. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Well, he's going to go for it all, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Powers through him. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Carter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Zerline now for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. But here comes Diggs. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Allen. Pass caught by Crowder. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And that's complete to Davis. Throwing is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Allen. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
First carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Tua going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round to defense. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
Oh, you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. But that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. From the gun, Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And out across midfield down to the 45.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience I can tell you that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. The two are going to try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to pass. Tua. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones now. A final shot before break. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. A quick slant to Hill. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Tua now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Christian Barmore, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Touchdown! Chase Edmonds, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Jones to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Hill to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mostert. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run with Mostert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out, and the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Pats get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Miami. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He wants it all for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Patriots coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this down at Harris, middle of the field. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To try again after the sack. Jones. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to throw. Jones. And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is down to 24. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.
Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson on the move to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep him.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the time.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Jackson's throw here taken in by Boykin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Open man Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and 2, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime and what's been a... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 3rd down, Burrow. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a give to Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 30 on second down, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down. A handoff to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From midfield now, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Rolling to his... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll roll him out right. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Flushed out, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.